and welcome to day 16 of my 30-day Facebook Live challenge. It is Sunday. I'm so excited that you are here. Hey, in the comments, won't you let me know where you're watching from? I love to see where in the world people are checking out the Artist Mindset Mastery 16-day, 30-day challenge from. And let me know if you're watching this live or via replay. So give me a hashtag live, give me a hashtag replay. Hello, hello, hello to everyone who is joining us right now. Hello, Andrea or Andrea, Andrea B, Kathy, yeah, Doylestown, D-Town, what's up? Andrea's in Florida. Marilyn is from Montreal, Canada. Love it. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Christy from Horsham. How you doing? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Elena is watching live here. Ty is in the house. Nicole from Massachusetts. Hey, everybody. I hope you're doing really well. Thank you very much for joining me here on the day 16 of the 30-day live Facebook challenge. Hey, as always, I do want to direct you, if you are a singer, an actor, a dancer, a performer, won't you register for the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group? And we have a little video that I'd like to run for you now that just gives you a little clue about something that I'm doing, because I believe in this group so much. I believe in the performing community so very much that I'm giving away something that's a little bit special. So why don't you check out this video and see what that is. That's right. If you register between now and Friday, the 21st, I'm giving away a 30-minute mentoring coach. I don't want to say coaching call. It's really a mentoring call with you, for you, live on the Zooms. And we can talk about all the things that you saw on the video there. And if you register for the group, if you're already registered, you are in it to win it. And if you register between now and Friday, you will be eligible to have your name drawn and have that 30-minute mentoring call with me. I love doing this. I love teaching. I love mentoring performers and artists. And so I am all about serving and helping you out. So why don't you register for the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group? Right above here is the link, right above this video is the link for you to do that. Okay, so today, as we continue down the path of Artist Mindset Mastery, as we continue to make that shift towards talking about things that affect us on a deeper behind-the-scenes level, I want to talk about what you want. So what do you want? It's a very important question. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I feel like Ryan Gosling in The Notebook. What do you want? 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 It's interesting because that is a question that we don't ask ourselves nearly enough. We ask ourselves a version of that question, which has a very, very different outcome. And another thing, if you register for the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group and you leave your email, I ask you a few questions. If you leave your email in there, part of my gift to you for registering is a free 30 to 45-minute training on the power of questions. And this is sort of a precursor to that. What do you want? Now, for our talk, here are the points to ponder. First, we often focus on what we don't want. What you don't want. I don't want to be overweight. I don't want to be alone or single for the rest of my life. Or I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Or the relationship that I'm in, I don't want it to be this way. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to crack on this high note. I don't want. It is so very, very easy. As a matter of fact, I would love for you to write in the comments below here. Tell me something you don't want. What don't you want? I would love to read and hear some of those comments and see some of those comments, because isn't it easy? Easy. Yes, we ask others for what we want, right? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? We don't ask ourselves, right? But I would love to see some of the things that you don't want, because it's so easy to come up with the things that we are against, right? We can take a stand against a lot of things. But conversely, the other side of that coin is this: whatever you pay attention to grows. It's not the other side of the coin. Really, it's just a nice flow for what you don't want. When we focus on what we don't want, I don't want to be overweight, or I don't want to be so skinny, or I don't want to be in this relationship, or I don't want to be broke, or I don't want to catch COVID, or I don't want. But whether it's positive or negative, whatever you pay attention to grows. That is where your energy grows. One of the greatest things that I was ever taught in my entrepreneurial career and in life in general is, if you want to make something grow, track it, pay attention to it. If you want anything in your life to grow, I probably should have made a little card for that, pay attention to it, track it. For example, if you want your health and your fitness to grow, you must track the calories that you eat. You must track all the work that you do. If you want your relationship to grow, you must track quality time. You must track the kind of things that you say, the kind of things that you think about your partner. If you want your finances to grow, you must track your expenses. Right? Does this make sense? So pay attention and track it. Absolutely 150%, because whatever you pay attention to grows. All right. So then my next sort of flip side of the coin of that is, well, we focused on what we don't want. It's so easy to talk about the things that we don't want. Are there people in there who are saying, yeah, right? Like Elena says, I don't want to feel as though I'm being taken advantage of, right? Kindness isn't weakness. Elena says, I'm starting to get in there. See, my producer Chuck hits the comments, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to produce too. That was what I was trying to hit, Chuck. Elena says, I don't want to regret trying. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna let Chuck do what he does best. And yeah, you don't want to regret trying, right? Absolutely. Even Michelle Lee right above that, or Gladys says, I never thought of that question before. Yes, well, here we go. This is one of the things that I love to do. And even right here with Michelle Lee, I don't want to contract COVID, right? We know what we don't want. But remember, whatever you pay attention to grows. Now, COVID's not going to grow, right? But you're always focusing about not getting COVID, not doing this, not doing that, But instead, focus on the things that serve you. Create positive growth in your life. I don't know if there's such a thing as negative growth. I mean, I guess that's atrophy, but you know what I'm saying with the positive growth. So instead of what would happen, and I would have you consider, what would happen if instead of focusing what you don't want, you focus on what you do want. And when you catch yourself saying, I don't want that, I hate this, I don't like that, maybe say, oh, wait a minute, how can I turn that thought around and focus on what it is that I do want, right? I don't want to be overweight can be, I want to feel better in my body. I want to make healthier food choices. I don't want to be so skinny can be, I want to find out how many calories I'm eating. I want to lift some weights. I want to have the kind of body that makes me feel, insert whatever, right? Relationship. I don't want to be alone anymore. Well, flip that around. I want to have people in my life who light me up, who make me feel good, who I feel good being around, right? You seeing this? I don't want to be broke anymore. Well, no, I want to be what? Wealthy? I should hope you want to be wealthy, right? Anybody can be rich nowadays, right? So focusing on the things that serve you, focusing on what it is that you want, right? Because when you focus on something, let's take the negative, for example, I don't want to be broke, right? You're actually putting your energy on that brokenness, right? And when you focus on that thing, the actual opposite of that thing is neglected. The active focus, there's an active focus, but there's also a passive focus, right? So think of it this way. The active focus of not wanting to be broke is a passive. You're very passive in doing things that will actually make you be wealthy, give you money. Because guess what? And I'm not the only person saying it. My friend Shalene Johnson just put out a course right now that is all about you need money? Okay. I'm going to show you that in your home right now, there are things that you don't need that somebody else wants and you can sell it to them. And here's how. Like that. COVID be damned. Shutdown be damned. Right? I'm not the only person saying this. And it's so very true, not only from a financial standpoint, but from a relationship standpoint, from a career standpoint. I don't want to crack on this high note. I've thought that a million times. But when instead I say, I want to sing this high note beautifully, that better thought leads to a better question of, well, okay, well, how can I do that? Which leads to better actions. I'm actually giving a little bit away of the talk that I give on the power of questions. But hey, before I get to today's final word, I do want to circle right back around because there are 6 days until the drawing for the free 30-minute Zoom. I always want to say Facebook Live because that's what I'm saying. The free 30-minute Zoom session with me, mentoring session with me. So all you have to do, if you would like to have your name put in the hat to be drawn out for that 30-minute free coaching mentoring session with me, where we can talk about a song you want to sing or a monologue you want to sing or a mindset issue that you've had a challenge with, all you have to do is click on the link above this video and you will be entered into the drawing for that. And right there, as you can see on the screen, is what the group looks like at the moment. The doors are almost open. That's right. I've got a new members section right there that just asks you to do a couple of things so that everyone can know who you are, where you're from, what you got, what you're bringing to the table. It's a lovely thing. It's an absolutely lovely thing. All right. So make sure that you can click the link above this video to register for that. In the meantime, I want to get on with what we're talking about. Of course, we covered a bunch of things. The theme of today, if you're just joining us, is what do you want? And the points to ponder were, hey, it's very easy to focus on what you don't want, right? But even though that's a negative, even whether it's a negative or a positive, that which we focus on, what we pay attention to, grows. So when you find yourself in a negative headspace, whether that's about your career, whether that's about your relationships, whether that's about your spirituality, whether that's about your body, whatever it is, maybe if you can, I'd have you consider what would happen if you could begin to train yourself to go, oh, wait a minute. How can I focus on something that will serve me? I hate my body. I hate the way I look. I don't like this. I don't want to be ugly. I don't want to be this. Like that. That's like a hammer that we're hitting ourselves in the head with every single day. It does not serve us. Whereas if we change it and say, okay, what do I want? What do I want? Then putting our energy into that which we do want, will create positive growth. Okay, so the final word for today here is you can take 1,000 steps away from your goals or targets, but it only takes 1 step to return. Okay, and I'm going to give you a little context on this. This is actually something that I heard my pastor say to me one time, or say to the congregation one time, and it is so very, very true. When we think about where we were before COVID-19 hit and where we are now, there's so many people. My sister came to visit me and my dad here, and she said, "Oh, I've gained 30 pounds in COVID." Blah 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 blah. And I, of course, told her she's absolutely beautiful and she needs to just get over the fact that she's beautiful. But like, you can take 1,000 steps away. Think about it. All the things that you're like, oh, before COVID hit. Now COVID hit, and now I'm, this is my weight issue, or this is my relationship issue, or this is my spirituality issue, or this is my business issue, whatever that may be. You may feel like you're 1,000 miles away from where you used to be or from where you want to be. But at the end of the day, no matter how far away you drift from your goals, and we can drift months and years away from our goals, it only takes 1 step to get back to them. Wait, what? Does that make any sense? Yes. Because we could be doing a whole bunch of negative things that have taken us away from the kind of body we want, from the kind of spirituality we want, from the kind of relationships we want, from the kind of career that we want. But all we have to do is recognize that and just take 1 step in a new direction. That's it. I mean, really, it's just that plain and that simple. And then the next day we take another step. And these are little, tiny steps, micro adjustments, micro shifts, okay, that you can take in order to get back to where you want to get back to. So let me ask one question for you, and then I'd actually love to take some questions from you. It's a Sunday night. I'd love to get interactive here because I've been this entire time with you. I would love to hear some of the things that you have to say about what it is that I've said, take some questions. But here's the question that I have for you, which puts a nice little bow on all this. Where in your world can you focus on what you want and take one step in that direction each day? I don't care if you've eaten 6 million donuts between, whatever age and now. What is one step that you can take today or tomorrow to get back into a healthy eating pattern? You may not have been to church or meditated or whatever it is that you do in your spirituality, but really at the end of the day, all it takes is you to sit down for a minute and just close your eyes and breathe. That's one small step. It's 1 minute then, 5, 10, who knows after that. Step by step by step. Elena Lull says, I actually found a lot of positives about being isolated. I found my passion for photography again. Wonderful. I think that's awesome, Elena. And that's it. That encapsulates the thing that I've been saying over and over again, which is there is massive opportunity for expansion inside of what seems like the contraction of our world of COVID-19, right? COVID-19 has cut so many things out of our lives, where we can go, how we can go there, what we can do. Yet inside of that, there is space if you see it. There's opportunity if you see it. And there is the ability to take one step, one f-stop in the directions of your dreams. Ty says, when you take that one step forward for your goals or target it and it doesn't work out, you take one step back, discover what you need to change to get where you want to be. Leave that one up for me, Chuck. That is a wonderful insight, Ty. 100%. That is what I call course correcting, right? When you take that one step forward and it doesn't quite work out, all you have to do is just take a step back, analyze what you did, look for it might be a poor choice, it might be a mistake, it might be something that you didn't do, something you forgot, a step you left out, and then course correct and keep going. A plane takes off from New York City on the way to Los Angeles, and it's not a straight path. There are winds that will buffet it north, winds that will buffet it south. It's asked to lower altitude, to raise altitude. And it inevitably, the plane or vessel gets blown off course. It's just nature. It happens. But the pilots don't go, might as well turn around and go back to New York. We're over Peoria. We might as well just turn around and go back to New York, because our original course, the original idea that we had to get to Los Angeles is not working out. We've been blown off course. Might as well turn around. No, that's ridiculous. What do? You just make an adjustment. They hit the old rudder and they turn, and that's it. It's really that simple of a concept. Thank you so very much for that, Ty. And Elena, thanks. Yeah, great words, Ty. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I love about doing this, right? Because I can sit here and I can all day. But the things that you say, and I love reading your comments, and I learn from you just as much as you learn from me. And it really is truly a blessing in my life. So thank you very much for being here, for your comments, for watching this, and for participating actively in the things that I have to say. Kathy says, I'm a very happy person, but I can get tied up with I don't wants, which makes me disappointed in myself. Yes, that's a sledgehammer that you keep banging on your own head. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't. There's no growth in that. There might be understanding. Great. We know what you do want, or don't want, rather. But you focus on that, and it will grow. and it's like those people, and I've been one of these people, right, who have been like, yeah, they're always talking about what hurts, right? Usually happens with older folks, but they're usually talking, oh God, I've had the worst, oh no. They focus on that, and that's what they get more of. Whereas people who speak health, people who speak wealth, and I'm not talking about you got to do it 24/7. That's ridiculous and exhausting. But those who speak well, speak health, speak love, often receive more of it than those who will speak the negative of those things, right? Those who will speak unwellness, and those who will speak hatred, and those who will speak literally choose poor words. So, one more time, where in your world can you focus on what you want and take one step in that direction each day? Because if you were to do one of those, energy over time charts, right, one of these deals, a 1% shift over time eventually looks like this. It's not exactly mathematically graphed out, but you get the concept of what I'm saying, right? Over time, if you were to make a 1% difference, put 1% more into your health, put 1% more into your spirituality, put 1% more into your relationships, put 1% more into your business and your finances, over time, it will increase, grow. Now, what happens if you do 5%? Then we're talking about this. The amount of growth over time happens more quickly. What happens if you put 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100%, right? You're talking exponential growth at that point. So, as I was saying, where in your world can you focus on what you want and take one step in that direction each day? Just to recap, if you are a performer, singer, actor, dancer, juggler, artist of any kind, if you're a parent or a loved one of a performer, won't you register for the Artist Mindset Mastery Facebook group? Click the link above. Because I believe in you so very much, because I love to serve, speaking of things that serve you, I want to give away a free 30-minute, it's been a long day, y'all. I always do this at the end of the day, and I'm like, why am I tripping all over my words? I want to give away a free 30-minute mentoring call live via Zoom with me, where we can talk about a song that you've been working on, a monologue that you've been working on, audition prep, mindset mastery in terms of, mindset issues that you might be having. I love mentoring, and I would love for you to have that opportunity. So all you need to do is click the link above this video and register for my Facebook group, the Artist Mindset Mastery group. Not only will you have an opportunity to get that 30-minute session with me, you'll be a part of this group right here, a wonderful community of people who are talking about not just surviving, but thriving through the COVID-19 shutdown and coming out on the other side better than they were before, a better performer, a better singer, a better actor, a better dancer, and a better thinker with mindsets that drive them towards the kind of success that they deserve. Not only will you get to be a part of that, but as you can see in the video right here, the power of questions inside that group, emailed to you as well as inside the group, there is that video, a 30-minute training on the power of questions, where if you liked what I talked about today, the whole, what do you want? I go deep into questions, what they mean for us, what they generate, and how, if you have a negative belief or a belief that you don't want, how you can, like you're in a garden, go in and weed that garden, pull out those negative beliefs, and plant seeds of growth, plant seeds of expansion in your life. All right. Well, that's about all I have for you today. One more time. What do you want? Where in your world can you focus on what you want to take one step in that direction each and every single day? So thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. This is day 16 of my 30-day Facebook Live challenge. I have had a lot of fun. Thank you for all of your wonderful comments and your insights. And there's so much wonderful stuff we have going. The 7-day Artist Mindset Mastery Challenge is so fantastic. I cannot wait For those of you who are going to be a part of that program, those of you who want to be a part of that program or want to find out more about it, all you have to do is click the link above. It is an amazing 7-day experience that I've gotten rave reviews on, and it just gives you, it gives you I want to say an expanding, life-altering, career-altering view of the possibilities and new thoughts and new ideas and new concepts. It is basically everything that I am doing in this 30 days, distilled into 7 days. It's interactive. I am there looking at the things that you do, commenting on the things that you do. It is phenomenal. And I cannot wait for you to check that out as we roll that out over the next few weeks. But in the meantime, I'm going to get out of here and go relax. I hope that you have a wonderful Sunday night. You have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll be seeing you tomorrow anyway for day 17 of my Facebook Live challenge. But this has been awesome. Thank you. I'm Justin Guarini. You've been watching Artist Mindset Mastery. And once you register, just click on the link. You got nothing to lose. I'll talk to you soon.